Wala, wala. Pero magtanaw lang ko diri ko basig na ako makitaan ba. Ah, sige. Sige, sige. Nasa ubos. Rock UA. Mm. By the rain.
Kila pribit.
Mag-block lagi pa. Sa inyo.
Sergio, siguro.
Hello?
Hindi nakapansyon ang tao na rin, no? Hindi nakapansyon. Oo. Sa mga ayaw, ano? Ayaw na yun. Ayaw na yun. Ah, di ba? Dili ka lang gid na rin ang iyahang dugaan ba? Dugaan na kay ano, buwan. Ang dugaan na mo, may dumaan na sa matawan yun hindi. Pati yun muna, yun na. Oo. Ay, galing. Tapos ka siya. Sa kamang yun. Ay, ah,
Wala mo, kita lang lang dyan. Idagdag mo. Oh, wag silito. Kasi di ba, dagdagan ko, dagdagan mo. Ako di pa dito. Ako, Juben. Ang siyaktan, hindi ko siyaktan niya sa laot. Ako, sa
Who's all that? Hả? Dạ.
Udah sama. Itu tempat
Rasanya tau gue. Ya enggak, Mbak.
kita lagi nggak buat gitu.
Apa yuk?
Kita nggak bisa sih. Bisa. Foto pintu kan. Kita bisa bersama. Gimana?
Coba. Terus. Oy. Ha? Pwede ba? Pwede ba? Oo. Sabi mo, ano? Lan! 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 Sige, sige. Lan. Ano yung ginakaw? Pwede niyo matawagan na pabalik ko ng kusina. Dahil David, hindi ko nakakurog kung wala siya. Karon. Dibil ang cellphone? Patay.
DJ, unsa day sultinan ni Ma'am Eva?
Gitawagan pa ma'am, gitawagan pa nila.
Kay tulo na to sa nagkuyog good.
Lagi?
Dili gyud ta makuro man eh, na ma-fail gyud di atong kuan, pre-bid. Balik na sa uno ani.
Sama ma'am, huwag patawagan si Kuan, Alan. The service to sa Alan. Nel, natay service Alan, Nel.
Paparin nila po.
Naka-live na na.
Telecel.
Ipag-go na.
Telecel.
Oo, sa Manday.
Kanang preside na diha.
Ano pa preside mo? Duha raman mini kuan.
Si Alan, ma'am, ako lang pasudlon, pero ako lang
Oh, musod
pasudlon si
na
Alan.
daw.
Asa man nimo
Gusto
pasudlon
na.
sa lungag?
Dili na ako pasudlon si Alan, ma'am. Nakoy gikon cellphone ba pero padoon ako na to balik daw. Gibilin mo ko ng cellphone.
Oo.
Basta na lang pang ba? Okay na ka, ma'am?
Padung kay sinasar ba na? So sa man, mag-start na lang ta.
Ako si Alan na.
Unsa man jud? Mag-start tahan or unsa man?
Ay, siya mga kadali.
Yung mo siya, iya pa ko napasudlon si Alan.
Nana sa Alan, ma'am. Ako nang gisod. Start na ta?
Sudlan na slung. Sige, sige. To, pwede ko pa namalik dito sila. Okay. Okay.
Ako sa ilay pa, ma'am.
Okay, sige, sige dong.
Kadali, kadali. Okay, sige ma'am. Start na, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon who are attending this pre-meeting this afternoon, and welcome to our YouTube live streaming of Cebu 3rd District Engineering Office. In behalf with our District Engineer, Engineer Suset C. Wanaka, and our Assistant District Engineer, Engineer Ronaldo B. Navales, we would like to open for our pre-bid schedule for today. But before we start, let's have our prayer first. EJ,
Yes, ma'am. Kadali, ma'am.
Our Father who art in hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Okay, so before we start, I would like to acknowledge the presence to our regular member, Engineer Gracila Abertes, our administrative officer. Our provisional back member, Engineer Alan Alioso. So our Secretariat, our TWG members, and also would like to acknowledge the presence of our engineers from planning and design section, and also we have no leader who attended today, this afternoon.
None, ma'am, none.
There's none. So in behalf of Engineer Eva Acosta, our back chairman, who are now on the field. So I am Engineer Giselle Amamillo as a vice back chairman who preside this pre-meeting this afternoon. So we have 5 contracts that we're going to discuss this afternoon. First, we have contract ID number 24HF 0071. Rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of Toledo Tabalan San Remigio Road, kilometer 80 plus 547 to kilometer 80 plus 591. And section 2 is kilometer 81 plus 412 to kilometer 84 plus 572. And we have number 3 section, 93 plus kilometer 93 plus 92, kilometer 94 plus 805. With the contract, location of the contract is from Asturias and Tuburan, Cebu. Contract duration is 229 calendar days. With approved budget of the contract is 85,595,500 pesos only. Second, we have contract ID number 24HF 0087 with the construction of road, Barangay Anislag, Pinamungahan, Cebu, at Barangay Anislag, Pinamungahan, Cebu. Total contract duration is 49 calendar days, with the approved budget of the contract is 4,950,000 pesos only. Third one is we have contract ID number 24HF 0088, the improvement of Sitio Matnog Road, Barangay Yuta, Barangay Kampuhot, Tuburan, Cebu, located at Barangay Putat to Barangay Kampuhot, Tuburan, Cebu. With the contract duration is 60 calendar days. With the approved budget of the contract is 4,950,000 pesos only. The first one, we have contract ID number 24HF 0089, improvement of Kawasan Road, Barangay Kawasan, Aluginsan, Cebu, located at Barangay Kawasan, Aluginsan, Cebu, with a total contract duration of 60 calendar days. With the approved budget of the contract is 4,950,000 pesos only. And the last one, we have contract ID number 24HF 0095, with the construction improvement of Barangay Pisay to Tumpas, to Tangog, leading to Poultry Farm, Pinamungahan, Cebu, located at Pinamungahan, Cebu. Contract duration is 181 calendar days, with the approved budget of the contract is 39,200,000 pesos only. So we start with contract ID number 24HF 0071. We're going to discuss about the scope of work and other details of the contract. So may I hear from planning? We're going to discuss for 24HF 0071.
That would be me, ma'am.
Engineer Dirin, okay, go ahead.
I'll be discussing 24HF 0071 Asset Preservation Program Rehab Recon Upgrading of Toledo Tabalan San Remigio Road, kilometer 80 plus 547 to 80 plus 591, 81412 to 84572, and 93859 to 94805. This has a net length of 4.15 kilometers and an 8.30 8.3 lane kilometers. The items involved are for the section 1, kuha ni siya kanang usara ni siya ka lane from kanang before Ginabasan Bridge ato na siyang imo duha ka lane. For the section 2, natay asphalt overlay atong i-recon ang asphalt dito. And for the section 3 is natay thermoplastic. Thermoplastic the items involved are Part A, provisions of field office for the engineer. Part B, project billboard and signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management and mobilization/demobilization. Part C, earthworks. We have the removal of trees, removal of structures and obstructions. Kani siya nakalamsam ni siya, which involves the removal of structures na sud sa atong right of way limit sa section, especially sa section 1 ug sa section 3. Dayon, removal of actual structures and obstruction. Point 1, thickness ACP, ang removal sa atong asphalt. Then we have the surplus common excavation, embankment from roadway or structure excavation, common soil, subgrade preparation, common material. And then for part D, subbase and base course, we have aggregate subbase course. And then for the surface courses, we have emulsified asphalt, bituminous concrete wearing surface 30 mm, bituminous concrete surface binder course 50 mm, and then we have the PCCP 0.28 meters thickness. Then we have the drainage and slope protection structures. We have item 4041A, reinforcing steel and the structural concrete for the slope protection in the section 2. And then lastly, for the miscellaneous structures, we have the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. That would be all for 24HF0071.
Okay. That's all, Engineer Digin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for the next contract ID, we have 24HF0087 for the construction of road, Barangay Anislag, Pinamungan, Cebu. Again, you will be the one to discuss this, Engineer Dirin. Engineer Dirin, you are the one to discuss with 24HF0087.
Hello, ma'am. Ako na, ma'am.
Joshua, please.
Roland.
Roland, sorry. Go ahead, sir. Engineer
So, good
Roland.
afternoon, everyone. I'm here to discuss the contract ID 24HF0087 with the project name Construction of Road Barangay Anislag, Pinamungahan, Cebu. Location at Barangay Anislag, Pinamungahan, Cebu. With station limit, section 1. So, duhan ni siya ka section na, section 1, section 2, which is ang existing ani dito na ni siya cross drainage nga dili pailabtan sa kapitan. Okay, maayo pa dito. So, morning duhan ni ka section. Then, ang kaning net length nato is 0.3 kilometer and 0.6 lane kilometer with a calendar duration 49 days. So, let's proceed to the description of works to be done. So for part A, facilities for engineer, item A.118, provision of field office for the engineer rental basis. So mo ni atong kuan i-provide sa atong engineer ito nga ma-assign. Then part B, other general requirements. So first is B5 for the project billboard and signboard na mabutang sa beginning and end sa atong project. Then part B, B7 occupational safety and health program. So with a unit of months. Then B8 traffic management. And B9, mobilization and demobilization. So lump sum. So let's proceed in part C, the earthworks. Item 103A1, individual removal of trees 150 to 300 mm diameter. So mo ni katong mga igo dito sa atong site nga mga kahoy. So mo ni itong item. Then next is 102 surplus common excavation. So next is 104-1A, embankment from road excavation, common soil. So common soil na itong gigamit ani kay ang yuta humok ra. Then next is 105-1A, subgrade preparation, common material with the unit of square meter. So next is part D, sub-base and base course. So item number 200, aggregate sub-base course. So mo niya itong gamiton sa ubo sa atong PCCP. Then part A, surface course. So 311B1, Portland cement pavement and reinforced 0.2 meters thick with 14 days curing. So ato ni mao ni ang iyahang thickness 0.2 meters. Iya atong gi-propose nga PCCP dito kay kay 5 meters carriageway width. Excuse me. Next is part G, drainage and slope protection structures. So, mao ni atong kuan magamit nga item 5061 stone masonry sa mga pangpang dito dapita sa tong gi-propose nga project. The next is part H, miscellaneous structures. Item 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white. And item 6122, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. All throughout the length. So, mao ra to ang atong nasulod nga item din sa project nga construction of road Barangay Nislag, Pinamungahan, Cebu.
Okay.
So,
Okay, thank you, Engineer Ronald. So let's proceed to contract ID number 24HF 0088 with the improvement of Sitio Matnog Road, Barangay Utat, Barangay Campuot, Tuburan, Cebu. So,
ako ya po daw.
still, Engineer Ronald. Okay, go ahead.
So, kaning project number nga contract ID 24HF0088, construction name improvement of Sitio Matnog Road, Barangay Utat, Barangay Campuot, Tuburan, Cebu. Kay ang duration ani niya 60 days compare sa last nga 49 days kay nani say removal of PCCP. So mo ni nga ang iyang duration 60 days. Nya ang iyang net length kay 0.280 kilometers or 0.56 lane kilometer. So let's proceed sa atong item description. So same na ni siya sa last. So for part A, item 118, provision of field office for engineer rental basis. So 2 months. For part B, other general requirements. Item B5, project billboard, signboard, which is mabutang ni sa beginning ano yan sa itong project. Then item B7, occupational safety and health program, which is months. Then item B8 for traffic management, and item B9 for mobilization and demobilization of the project. So, and part C, earthworks. Item number 103A1, individual removal of trees 150 to 300 mm diameter each. So, next is item 101 3B2, which is removal of actual structures obstruction 0.2 meters thick PCCP and reinforced, which the unit is square meters. So mao ni item nga atong na-involve dito sa pag-remove sa ato ang mga PCCP nga existing. Next is item 1022, surplus common excavation in cubic unit. Then item 1041A, embankment from roadway excavation common soil, cubic meters, yapon ang unit. Then item 1051A, subgrade preparation dash common material, square meter unit. So let's proceed in part D, sub-base and base course. Item number 201, aggregate sub-base course, cubic meters. So part A, surface course, with item 311B1, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 0.2 meters thick, 14 days. So 5 meters yapon ato hang width ani niya ang gibag-on sa atong PCCP kay 0.2 meters thick. So in part G, drainage and slope protection structures. So nagyapon tayo gi-propose diri nga slope protection para for the safety nga sa mga moagi dito. O sa safety po sa atong structures. Then item 5061, stone masonry, cubic meters. Mao na tong gamit sa atong part G, drainage and slope protection structures. Then let's proceed to part H, miscellaneous structures. Item 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white. And item 6122, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, square meter all throughout the length. So ilargo lang na ako laho sa for the next project.
Okay, for contract ID number 24HF0089. Still, you are the one to
Yes, ma'am.
discuss, Engineer Ronald.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead.
So for contract ID 24HF0089, construction name, contract name, improvement of Kawasan. Improvement of Kawasan Road, Barangay Kawasan, Aluginsan, Cebu. Location at Barangay Kawasan, Aluginsan, Cebu. So with a net length of 0.33 kilometers or 0.66 lane kilometers. With a project duration 60 days. Kay nani siya removal gyapon sa existing PCCP, which naa siya sa category nga pavement to concrete. Pavement concrete to concrete. So items involves. So let's proceed in part A. For part A, item 118, provision of field office for the engineer rental basis, months. And part B, other general requirements. Item B5, project billboard and signboard or signboard, which is na sa beginning ani ni butang. Part, so let's do part B yapon. So item B71, occupational safety and health program, months. Item B81, traffic management, months. Item B9, mobilization, demobilization, so lump sum. So let's proceed to part C, the earthworks. Item 103A1, individual removal of trees, 150 to 300 mm diameter each. Then item 1013B2, removal of actual structures, obstruction 0.2 meters thick, PCCP and reinforced, square meter. Next is item 1022, surplus common excavation, cubic meters. And item 1041A, embankment from roadway excavation, common soil, cubic meters. And 1051A, subgrade preparation, common material, square meters. Next part is part D, sub-base and base course. Item 201, aggregate sub-base course, cubic meters. And part A, surface course. Item 311B1, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 0.2 m thickness, 14 days. So mao gini atong pinaka main nga components sa ato ang project kani nga item 311B1. Mao gyapon 5 meters atong width, atong carriageway width, and ang 0.2 meters ang atong gibag-on. Next is part 8, miscellaneous structures. Item 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white. And item 6122, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, square meter all throughout the length. So, thank you. Mora to ang compose nga item number diri sa mga item nga na compose diri sa project improvement of Kawasan Road, Barangay Kawasan, Aloginsan, Cebu.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Bonal. So let's proceed to
Thank
contract
you.
ID number 24HF 0095. Again, you will be the
I'll
one
be
to
the one
discuss.
I will
Okay.
be the one to discuss, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead, Engineer Junrei.
I will be the one to discuss 24HF 0095. The contract name, construction or improvement of Barangay Busay to Pastangog leading to Poultry Farm, Pinamungahan, Cebu. With the contract duration of 181 days. The items involved are Part A, facilities for the engineer, with the items provision of field office for the engineer, operation and maintenance for the field engineer. For the next part, Part B, other general requirements. Items involved are project billboard or signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization or demobilization, removal and relocation of utilities. So ang kaning removal and relocation of utilities para ni sa street light. Next part, Part C, earthwork. Items involved are individual removal of trees 150 to 300 mm diameter. Next, we have removal of actual structures or obstruction with a thickness of 0.2 meter PCCP. Next, we have removal of structures and obstruction, 9 mm diameter RCPC. Next, we have surplus common excavation. Next item, we have embankment from the roadway or structure excavation, common soil. Next item, we have subgrade preparation, common material. For the next part, the part D, sub-base and base course. Item involved are aggregate sub-base course only. So kani siya para ni sa base sa PCCP. For the next part, the part E, surface courses. Items involved are PCCP unreinforced 0.2 meter thickness with a 14 days curing. Next we have Portland cement concrete pavement with 0.28 meter thickness and also 14 days curing. For the next part, Part G, drainage and slope protection structures. Items involved are reinforcing steel grade 40. So para na siya sa reinforcement sa canal and wing wall and uban. For the next item, we have structural concrete 27.58 megapascal plus A 28 days. Next item, we have pipe culverts 910 mm diameter class 2 RCPC. So para na siya sa cross drainage. Next, we have stone masonry para na siya sa slope protection sa mga pangpang. For the next part, the part H, we have miscellaneous structures. We have reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. All throughout the length ang white, ang yellow is for the curbs. And that would be all, ma'am, for the contract ID 24HF0095.
Thank you, Engineer Jose. So I think we already discussed the 5 projects, so I would like to ask you have something to discuss, Engineer Grace, our back regular member. You have something to say about
Yes, reminders lang ko for the interested bidders to update their legal documents, no? So to avoid delays in the processing during the CWA. I think that's all for me, Madam Vice Chairman.
Thank you, Ma'am Grace. So anybody wants to add something to discuss with? For additional information or instructions or whatever? So there's none. So I think we already discussed everything, so let us end our pre-bidding conference this afternoon. Thank
Time,
you
ma'am,
very
time.
much and good afternoon
Time, ma'am, time.
once again.
Ma'am Michelle, time.
Time is 3:52 p.m.
Thank you,
3:52
ma'am.
p.m.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.